Hey, what is up, lovelies? It's Lynn the Gotcha Goblin, and let's talk about how the universe brings you people who need to teach you a lesson in your life. And this is such an interesting thing that I've kind of realized um, growing up that the people who come into your life are truly lessons and experiences on how you should or how you shouldn't interact with people, and how I guess, your preconceptions of somebody may be wrong, and how you may have changed over the years and whatnot. So, a perfect example of this would actually be would actually be me and my now work bestie. When I first met her, during like the interview process and whatnot, I was genuinely so concerned that I was going to be looked down upon and treated poorly and whatnot because, maybe because of my age and the kind of job I'm applying for and all these different things. And why did I have that kind of perspective? Because this person was somebody who I immediately clocked as incredibly pretty. She is incredibly beautiful, and she has a very athletic body type. She's somebody who is very much admired by a lot of people at work and whatnot. And in a previous job of mine, that kind of person was somebody who treated me incredibly poorly. And it traumatized me on a certain level. I never experienced that kind of prejudice and that kind of hate from someone before. It was the first time I experienced something like that, and it was in a workplace where I thought that that kind of thing could never happen. And yet it happened, and that person was the head of HR. Like, it was an impossible situation to be in. And when I got this new job and I went into this interview, I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, is this going to happen again? Is this person going to be as mean and mistreating towards me as, people have been before? And I feel as though because I had that kind of emotion towards this person, I had set up so many walls and so many barriers to protect myself on like an emotional and a mental level, that it took a while for me to open up to this person. And they're the same way, like they're very guarded and whatnot. So it took a long time for us to get to know one another. And slowly but surely, we bonded and we became like literal work besties. And like, even outside of work, we're like talking and stuff. And it was such a wonderful and pleasant surprise to experience something like that. And that genuinely taught me a lesson of being like, hey, I know you went through this horrible experience in the past, but just because you went through something like that doesn't mean that everybody who you perceive as being, amazing or being of high status or something like that will always treat you in a negative light, in a negative way. And that was such an eye opening experience. And I'm so grateful that I was able to move past that. I was able to open myself up to this friend that I now have, because it's been really nice. It's been really nice having a female friend in person to like hang out and talk with. Um, in high school and in college, particularly in college because my major was computer science, my friends were mainly guys. And, if your friends are mainly guys, you can't talk about certain kinds of things. Like, I can't talk to my guy friend about, oh my God, I love this eyeliner. It doesn't smudge. It's so perfect. Like, you can't talk about those kind of things with guy friends. You just kind of have to like sit there and wait for them to like talk to you. Um, so that was like majority of my friendships um growing up, and even like in high school I had a major digital arts and media and whatnot. And um even though that class was mixed, a lot of my friends were males in that area too. I had like two female friends as well, but I didn't see them as often. So it's been really nice having a female and feminine energy around me as of late. So that was really nice to have. And I'm really thankful that I have this person at work, because it just makes life so much more enjoyable, especially with our workload and whatnot. um, but that was like one lesson that I had recently. And, you know, if we're going to talk about it, having that one guy ask me out too, that was genuinely like a lesson to me. Like that was a lesson. Even look, as much as everybody said like, "Oh, it would have been great, yada yada yada," like it would have been nice if you guys could have just gone on a first date and all of these different things. I had that feeling that the universe was testing to see if I had grown in that aspect too, because I haven't been exposed to that kind of energy in a while. Like, I haven't been asked out in a while. I haven't been paying attention to that sphere of life because I've been so focused on just like surviving, basically. um, that I needed to know whether or not I had grown from the person who would get obsessive, the person who would get petty, the person who would get angry easily and needed like attention. um which I was that person when I was younger. Of course, I was that person in grade school into high school, and it was not a pretty version of myself. And I haven't been in the dating realm for a long time, for many many years, and I'm just so happy that I grew in that way, you know. And I also had the support system of my parents just guiding me through everything and helping me realign my own thoughts and like unscramble a bunch of different like emotions that I had running at the time too. That I feel like not only did I reinforce this relationship I have with my parents, because again, something like this hasn't happened in a while. Um so when I introduced this kind of energy into my relationships with my parents and like talking about going on dates and all of these different things, I think it was also inadvertently a lesson towards me on how to be open with my parents about this kind of stuff too. And it was really nice to see, number one, how supportive that they were, and how careful they were with me also in terms of like explaining things to me and being openly receptive if I had wanted to continue with this, and reached out to him and tried to make something work, even though the man ghosted me. um like, they were willing to go both ways with me, and I'm just so happy that I had that kind of possibility. So it was like a lesson in showing me, hey, this is how your family would react. This is how you would react. And we're just testing to see if something is like unstable right now, or if something needs to be worked on right now. And I feel like that's what the universe was doing, right? And I feel like I've proven to myself that even if I'm going through a huge change in my life, or if I'm going through this current state in my life where I'm focusing on my goals and focusing on all of these different things, that somebody coming in and suddenly shaking everything up isn't going to make me unstable or make my relationship with my parents unstable. And I'm so happy about that. I really truly am. Because I've met recently somebody who becomes completely unstable when introduced to a new energy of a potential partner. And I just don't want to be that version of that kind of person, because it it truly shocked me how easily broken down somebody could be, like be in that kind of position. And it scared me. I was like, I don't want to be easily broken down like that, because I've worked so hard to get to the point that I am in right now, you know. So yeah, um the universe brings you people who need to teach you lessons or remind you of different things. And it's it's shocking, it's nerve-wracking, um but it also shows you how strong you can be. And I think that that is the best way of thinking about this kind of thing and understanding this kind of experience, whatever experience you're going through, whether it be good or whether it be bad. I think that, you know, we are always learning. We are always learning in our relationships. We're always learning in how we have a relationship with ourselves, or how we have a relationship with the universe, um or the cosmic divine, whatever you want to call it or whatnot. It is interesting to think about things that way, and I don't think many people think about it like that either. And I feel like that is kind of a sad thing, because I enjoy having these kinds of conversations. I enjoy talking about these kinds of things. And I hope that through all of these rambles or whatnot that I have, maybe it might help somebody out there. Maybe it might help somebody who's listening um, understand why they went through a certain hardship with somebody, or how maybe they shouldn't be prejudiced towards somebody just by their looks or whatnot. Um, because I think that the internet has definitely ruined our understanding of other people and how we should interact, or how we should perceive other people in person as opposed to online. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe this video gave some insight or something. Um I'm actually recording these things in batches, so I don't know if these are being received amazingly well. The first video did, but um we'll see. But that's pretty much it for this one. If you have anything to add, or if you met somebody in your life who taught you a lesson, whether it be something positive or something negative about yourself, if you want to, you can share it in the comments section. It's been really nice seeing the more human side of people in the comments, and I've had a lot of fun recording these and just getting these thoughts out, because I've had these thoughts for so long and I never knew where to put them, and it just feels good. It feels good to just, I don't know, talk. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like down below. And if you want to subscribe for more of my Lin yaps, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But that's pretty much it for me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.